Triggers in mini apps are pretty much the same as in your chatbot builds, where certain things happen, like value changes, and then a trigger will be activated. For a mini app, let's take the example of creating a form under a one-time URL. And once the form has been submitted, we are going to transfer that towards a trigger. The way to do that, we will need several different kinds of things. First of all, let's go towards flows. And here we will have two different kinds of flows available. The first one will be create form URL. If we take a look, then you will see that we only have one node, and that is to get a one-time URL. In order to do so, we first need to create one, and we already did so. But you can create one under this section, then name it, like for example form, and then it will show up under your one-time URLs. If we press edit and go towards the second tab, you will be able to provide a form-like input, as you can see here, first name, last name, email, phone number in this case. Under the next message will be a web page that will be basically displayed soon as the form under number 2 has been submitted. You can also set your expiry between anywhere from 5 to 60 minutes, and that will be the length that this one-time URL will be activated. Now that we created our one-time URL, we can also set it inside the flow builder. And as you can see, we went with the one-time URL and then selected the form that we just created under the drop-down section. We're going to save the URL that we get back under a app field called form_URL. The next step is to create an action to basically trigger this specific flow. We can do so under the actions, and we already created one. You can create a new action, give it a name, and then also a title. We already did so. So if we press edit, you can see that the name is get form URL. The title is get form URL. We went with the type of create. There are no inputs. We only want to receive an output, namely the one-time URL creation. I'm going to save that towards a custom field of our own liking. For example, form URL, as you can see here. Once done, we also need a flow that will be triggered once the form has been submitted. And that is the second part. So as you can see here, form submitted. I'm going to open this. And then you will see that instead of getting the one-time URL, we're now wanting to fire a trigger. This means that once the form has been submitted with all the details, we need to trigger this flow that will have the action fire a trigger. And fire a trigger we created from this section, as you can see here. And if we press edit, you will see that we are basically going to map all the available fields that we have on our form. So first name goes towards the form app field first name, last name, email, and phone number. Going to fetch that from those app fields. Important is that we are going to add this workflow towards the one-time URL. So once the form has been submitted, then run this workflow that will then trigger the trigger that's inside. So how does this look like on the chatbot itself? Once you set this up, under the chatbot, you first have a flow, really simple flow, get the form URL. And soon as the app has been installed, you can go towards integrations. And if you scroll all the way down, you will have your form submission. So your demo mini app. And then inside we have the form URL that we will map towards this custom field. I'm then going to ask the user to submit the form by means of a website type button. And then from here, we will have the website address saved in the form URL. The next step will be to use the trigger that we created on the Mini app. And we've done so by going towards triggers, then go with new trigger. And if we scroll all the way down, you will see that we have our Mini app demo form submitted trigger. We can then use this. We already did so. So if we take a look inside, we can map first name to the system field first name, last name to the last name, email to the email, phone number to the phone number. And then, of course, we also have a workflow called form submitted, where we have a really simple message, and that is thank you for submitting. So let's test this out by going towards this flow, and let's preview it. It will generate the one-time URL and then display this message. And if we press this, we are now getting the one-time URL. So let's fill in the form. So let's say John, this will be Doe, and let's call this john@doe.org. And then here we have a random phone number. If we say submit, we get that web page. We can now close this, and here you will see that the trigger has now activated the second flow. Thank you for submitting. If we take a look at the bot user overview, you will now see that all the values, first name, last name, email, and phone number have all been saved to their corresponding bot fields. So this is just one use case where you can use Mini app triggers for, but it is to give you an idea of how to use triggers from your Mini app and then activate them inside of your chatbot builds.